We're Foster the People, and you're watching Undercover.
Welcome to Undercover. We're here with Mark, and Cubby from Foster the People.
Hello.
Thank you. That's good. All right. Now, I must admit, like everyone who has been interviewing you guys, because there's about 6 interviews that have been out there, no one knows anything. It took me a lot of research just to get you guys as names. Are you deliberately trying to keep yourselves anonymous?
Yeah, we don't actually exist. We're here.
We're holograms, actually.
We're all body doubles from the future.
Yeah, as long as you've worked out who's which Mark and, yeah.
Ponzi. That's what we call him.
It's a barcode, actually. We gotta scan ourselves to remember.
Right, so this is like you've got a Svengali. You guys are an imaginary construct of the pop music industry, aren't you?
It's all about postmodern art, you know.
Yeah.
Just convince people what to imagine, and then they make it up for themselves.
Well, yeah, is this a lie? I heard that you actually wrote jingles.
Yeah.
You wrote jingles?
Yeah.
Could you please tell me more about that?
Yeah, I loved it. Like, I did that like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Got into the commercial world. And
did you know this about him before you joined the band?
It was we started the band like right when I started working full time at the music house. So and most of it wasn't like it was a cool music house. It's not they do more artistic commercials, so it was a lot like coming from a songwriting background. It was like a very easy transition. There wasn't a lot of like kitty litter commercials where it's like beep, beep, boop, boop, doo, 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 kitty litter. You know, it was like more creative than that.
That's good though. I love that. Nice.
See, that just rolls off, dude. See, once you do it for a while, it's easy.
Kitty litter.
Be the creepiest kitty litter commercial ever. Buy a kitty litter.
That'd work now. In fact, the tables have turned. People don't write jingles anymore. People get indie band songs and put them in ads.
Yeah.
So you're effectively writing jingles still.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly.
Have you sold any of the songs on?
Did I like do any commercials? Did I book any?
But these,
with
the
these?
whole
Any
3
commercials?
Foster the People.
No, we haven't. Not any ads yet.
They must be clamoring for Pumped Up Kicks.
There's something in Ireland they wanted to use Pumped Up Kicks for a phone commercial, but we didn't do it.
Oh.
Aw. Holding out for that big Nike campaign.
Oh, right. For when they're... Reebok. And they get the pumps.
Yeah.
Right. It could go either way, you know.
Bring it back.
Could be.
Bring back the pumps.
Maybe Nike's gonna rip off Reebok's pumps and then use the song. Yeah.
Yes, but you're not averse to that, obviously.
No, I think I think that you have to be careful though, because you don't want everybody to get introduced to your music through a commercial necessarily. If it's a huge commercial, because then there's not really a foundation there. There's a whole album worth of songs that we're gonna put out.
But that's easy for you guys to say because Hype Machine got people into you.
Right.
So it was obviously, ground level, NPR.
Sure.
Respectable places were pushing your stuff.
Yeah, it's gotta be a respectable commercial, I guess.
Right. Listen to that, advertisers. Right, now, for all intents and purposes, you guys have 3 songs.
Right now. Out, yeah.
Yeah.
We just finished our record, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do this in London?
We did
Some of it,
yeah, a couple weeks in London. We did most of it in LA.
Okay.
Yeah, we worked with like 4 different guys. We did, when we were in London, we were working with Paul Epworth, and then we worked with Rich Costi, Tony Hoffer, and Greg Kirsten in LA.
Was this even before the EP came out?
Yeah, the EP, there are 3 songs kind of from the record. So it's like, it's kind of like a little preview. Yeah.
Wow. I just find this so amazing that 3 songs, and you're selling out concerts. You sold out 2 shows here. We didn't even plan to do 2 shows, and then you sold 2 shows out. How the hell does that work? Are you all as baffled as I am?
It's pretty insane, but super exciting. I know, it's just been really fun.
You look really, really excited. I'm feeling
It's been really, really fun. We're having a blast. Can't you tell?
Right, but you're on the other side of the world right now.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's cool. Like 6 months ago, we just kind of noticed that Australia was really clamoring for us to come over. Just like on our Facebook page, everybody come to Adelaide, come to Sydney, come to whatever.
And you went, where's Adelaide?
Where's Adelaide? No, we're not coming to Adelaide. Not on this trip. But no, yeah, we came over. This is our first international tour,
Really?
Yeah.
So you went over to the UK just to record?
Just to record, yeah. It's like 2 weeks in and out.
Oh.
Yeah. But we'll be back there later this year, pretty soon, actually, a couple months.
Right.
Yeah.
So have we been showing you enough love?
Yeah,
That's
been
been
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Australians are so nice.
You're hardly going to say no.
Yeah,
We
been
hate
awful.
it here. We're never
People
coming
suck.
back.
These guys, how did they screw us into getting over here? Well, I suppose the most surprising news would have been the Hottest 100, number 32. This is good. Triple J is flogging the hell out of that song for a year. So I suppose flogging.
You've been flogged by it. You
Yes,
hate it.
yes.
Beating a dead horse now. It's
Well,
just,
if only Pumped Up Kicks wasn't so repetitively hooky anyway, and then you hear it 20 times a day and you're like, oh, I guess I'll have to vote for it. It's like, or what is it, a rat pressing a... But it worked. So, I mean, you could effectively attribute this whole tour just to them.
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I just did like a little interview with them the other day. It was fun. It was cool. And I guess Richard Kingsmill came out to one of our shows in Sydney, which was kind of a cool thing.
Ah.
Tapping his foot, you know. It's a
Yeah.
good sign.
Well, this is interesting. Playing live, so you get up there and you've got a whole set of tunes. And I find it funny that I've saw those photos where people are lining up around the street to get into a gig, but ostensibly they only know 3 songs. And so how do they deal with all of these songs that they don't know? I mean, they must be going bananas for the 3 songs they do know.
Yeah.
Do you just back end it and play them all at the end so that they hang around?
I think, well, you know, every song has its own identity, and like, and live, we've kind of worked it out to where, you know, every song has something exciting going on. We're switching instruments a lot. It's very percussive. It's very like tribal and dancey. I don't know. It's just, you know, so it's fun. I think it's fun for people to hear. You know, even if they don't know the song, they still get into it.
Right, switching instruments.
Yeah, yeah. We've got like 4 or 5 keyboards on stage. Got a couple drums. A lot of percussion instruments.
Are you switching
different
just for the
guitars.
hell of it, or is someone better at one thing than another thing? And
Well, it's kind of we're doing it because we need to do it, you know, because the songs have different parts that are coming in that, you know, it's like a guitar in the beginning, but by the end, like I'm on a synth, and you know, so we do. It's kind of an out of necessity, but
Yeah.
right. Now, I did want to ask you about something as I was running around. Everything said trio, but I saw photos where there was like an extra dude.
yeah,
Where'd that guy come from? And where's he gone?
he went back into the future
Oh.
where we came from. His body double expired, so no, he's a good friend of ours. We started. He's a music producer. He came from a hip hop background, and we started as a band. We were writing some songs together and stuff, but he's not really he's not one to want to go out on the road or didn't. I think the whole ride of that kind of made him, you know, he's like he wants to produce music.
Right. So when it
yeah.
started kicking off, you got the hives and went, I'm just going to
I'm just gonna stay in the studio for the next 10 years.
Right. But you've said
Yeah.
that you're nuts for the studio. You love tinkering around in there.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Or would you rather be on stage?
I enjoy it all. I mean, we had a blast in the studio recording the album, and
Doesn't
we
it get
love
tiresome?
being on stage.
Repeating
don't
the same
know,
thing
it's-
over, having
I think
yell
it's
at
more
you.
tiresome on the road. On the
Yeah.
road, it'd probably get more tiresome. I mean, it's still, they're all fun. Like you
Yeah.
said,
It was
but
tough.
it's-
It was tough for me recording the record. It was like 4 months of like nonstop, you know, morning till night working on the record. And as much as I love being in the studio, it's like there's a whole different pressure where you're like, okay, the songs that we're recording now are going to be released, and it's forever, and people are going to hear them and judge them. And I, you know, it's like when I did Pumped Up Kicks, you know, that song I wrote and recorded that song in like 2 days, you know, very quickly. And
Yeah, it was a demo, the first version.
yeah, it was just a
online.
demo. Yeah, well, and that's the one that's on the record as well. You know, we didn't go back and redo anything because I think the spontaneity is it's hard to capture that. You know, and it's hard to be spontaneous when you're thinking that there's going to be a lot of people listening to it. So that was a trick, you know, in recording the record. Is like, okay, how do we keep that spontaneity but make these songs better?
You get 4 different producers.
Exactly.
So that you never get too close to one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
that-
it was a trip. I mean, yeah, I think we wanted to just go into it and like experiment and see the vibe with different guys. You know, it's like you can pick someone off their resume, you know, be like, oh, okay, they've done this, this, and this, so they're gonna be perfect for us. Like they're great, but then you meet them and you just don't vibe at all. You
They're
know,
a total
so
dick.
yeah, sometimes. You know, these guys weren't. These guys were great, but yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out. So it was good to do 4 different people.
All right, can we get exclusives? title of the album?
Torches.
Torches.
Yeah.
As in being tortured, or things that you...
Like torches, like things that you light with
right.
fire, yeah.
Okay. Can you change it to torches? Or
Tortures? Tortures.
Yeah.
That'd be great tabloid fodder.
Yeah, just change it now. Okay, that's good. That's an exclusive. I haven't heard that anywhere. Excellent. Well, we can just shut this shit off now. Okay, more so, you got hooked onto Coachella and Sasquatch. Do they come to you?
Yeah.
They just go, hey, I like that song. You want to go on my massive festival?
I guess so. Our record's only going to be pumped up kicks over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's going to be just remixes of that song. So.
Okay, right. Well, okay. Have you thought about how you're going to stand out then? It's something like Coachella. It must be really hard to stand out.
Well, it's also really close to where we live, so I think there's going to be a lot of people there to see us. It's kind of like hometown band. It's only an hour and a half from LA, so how are we going to stand out? We're just going to do what we do.
Not try.
What? Yeah.
Not trying is cool.
Yeah, we're just going to stand up there and press play.
Yeah.
And then do a dance routine.
Right,
We've got puppets, you know what I mean? It's going to be amazing.
You say hometown. You're originally from Cleveland, yes?
Yeah.
You guys are LA natives?
Not natives. Grew up in San Diego.
Right?
I grew up in Orlando, Florida, other
Right.
side.
Hey?
The other side of the country.
Oh, the other side. I thought
Yeah.
you said that was sad.
It is kind of. Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
So, obviously, you all gravitated towards LA because you all just wanted to be famous. Is this the idea? Or is that where the scene is? Were you sitting there going, oh, do I go to New York or LA to pursue my musical dreams?
They both went there actually to pursue film.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of. They both went to film school in LA.
Yeah.
I went there. For me, it was like between LA and New York, really, because I just, wanted to go to a big city. And growing up in Cleveland, it's cold all the time. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna go to LA.
Yeah.
That was like really the definitive reason I went to LA.
It's warm.
Was because it's warm. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And here it's warm too. And you're all surfers, yes? Every man of you?
I kind of am. These guys are the pros. I'm kind of the newbie. They always ditch me when they go out on their surf trips.
He got
I was like, come on, bring me. Can I come, please, this time? I see them in rehearsal. They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, what'd you guys do today? Oh, we went surfing, man. I'm just like, what the fuck?
You meant to say nothing. Nothing.
Yeah,
just brushing
with sand coming out of your ears.
Right, but you've surfed here? Yes?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
So this is it. You're going out of Bells, you said?
Yeah, that's the plan, yeah.
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 You're fired up? You're excited?
Yeah, man.
Totally.
He got up his first time. We took him out not that long ago, and first wave, the guy stood up.
Oh, so you're that much of a newbie?
Pretty. I've been out more than that, but that was my first time
Getting up.
Yeah.
It was huge.
But it was like first wave. I mean, I was impressed. I was like, what? He just stand up. It's great.
It was the first time on a longboard. See, like I came out to California with a surfboard actually, that I bought in California, thinking, man, I'm gonna surf all the time. But nobody told me like how to pick a surfboard, and this thing was like that thick. It was a short board, but it was like a freaking buoy. And so I'm like trying to stand up on it. I'm like, surfing sucks. I didn't try it for like 6 years. But yeah.
So this is what you're going to spend. I heard you got 5 days off now, which is a rarity. Most bands come out here and they do their bit and then go off to their next tour, but you got 5 days.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Surfing constantly the whole time?
As much as we can. I don't know. We'd like to explore, see
hold
some
some
wildlife.
koalas
Yeah.
I guess
You gotta hold a koala.
Yeah, that's what everybody
Otway?
keeps saying.
Otway?
Otway Ranges?
Yeah, I want to go down there.
Yep.
It's like a national park, right?
Oh yeah.
Glowworms and koalas.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Koalas eating glowworms.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
All
Hanging
right.
upside down
Put a
from
photo
the
up.
top of the cave.
Yeah. Oh well, this is great. And you're spending the 5 days in Victoria, are you? Or are you running around the country before you go away?
I think a bunch of us are staying here actually, and then he's going up to Brisbane. So a couple of us might go up to Brisbane for a few days, but
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna spend the majority of my time in Melbourne.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
it kind of makes me feel like home.
It's my hometown.
It's like the most like LA city that we've been to.
Ew,
know,
don't say
Australia.
that.
It's better.
East LA.
It's
In a
East
good
LA.
way. In a
It's the
really
good part
good
of
way.
There's a lot of Hispanics around here, so that's all I know.
It's
Cheech
more.
and
I
Chong.
mean, just like this the street art. Like the street art,
Yeah,
just
the
the
culture,
vibe,
the
like
vibe,
more,
food,
yeah, food.
nightlife. It's
it's
a great city.
Okay. Speaking of, you did a show with Waves.
yeah, we
yeah.
did.
How's his gear?
His gear,
Yeah.
that was cool.
he was smoking a lot of pot, I figured.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Like, it was so freaking loud when they were playing. Like, we were next door in a room, and we played. It was like this pizza shop. We played in this like really crummy pizza shop in Visalia, which is like by Fresno. And I don't know if you know anything about Fresno, but it's basically in the middle of nowhere. But the kids flip out. It's like they're super
fun.
appreciative. Yeah. But yeah, waves. I think my ears were like hurting even being like half a block away.
Excellent. They're here in a couple of weeks. I'm very excited about
Good.
that.
Please play them that clip. Don't play them that clip. They're gonna be like, yeah, we're rock and roll. Be scared, foster the people. Real rock and roll.
Okay, as amusing as that is, I also need some more hard numbers. When's the album coming out?
Couple months. We actually don't even have any hard numbers to give you. I'm sorry, but probably like April, May, June, August, July. No, probably like June.
It's finished.
Probably around
finished?
June. Yeah. Well, yeah. We're making kind of minor tweaks in mastering now, so it's not finished, but it's finished.
Oh, so you're all very far away from your baby. You must be busting to get back and finish it off.
Yeah. No, we've done a lot of it online actually here, so I think it's done now. Actually, you can wash your hands from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone's looking forward to it. It better be good, man. You too as well. All right. Thanks very much for coming
All right.
in.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks
Yeah,
very
thanks a
much.
lot.